Hello everyone, it's a beautiful Friday noon and my name is Ruta. I'm from Niris University and today we're gonna have even more beautiful guests of our today's session. So without waiting, let me introduce Ms. Hayat Laçin, the representative of International Student Office at Niris University. Hello Ms. Hayat, how are you?
Hello Ruta, I'm fine, what about you?
Thank you so much. I'm also fine. Thank you for joining us here today. And
it's my pleasure.
It's also our pleasure. I'm very happy that you have accepted our invitation. So without waiting, maybe start with introduction of yourself to our viewers.
Well, I'm Hayat Laçin. I'm from Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. And I have been working at Neary University as an online admission officer as almost for 4 years. And I studied my bachelor and master degree at the Department of English Language Teaching at Neary University as well. So I'm really happy to work at this university where I graduated from.
May I ask you, how did your life decision lead you to Niris University?
Well, how did my life decision lead me to NU? Well, remembering the year of 2009, I was like fish out of sea, you know. I was trying to find out what should I do or which university is best for me. And for my education, I was so stressed. And one day, my high school arranged an educational tour to the universities. And Niris University was one of them. And thanks to God, the staff of Niris University were really helpful to save me from my indecision regarding the universities. I decided to be a student of Niris University because of Niris was offering good scholarships that I could apply and benefit from. And the tuition fee was so much affordable for my family, actually. So I applied for the ELT department and I was accepted, and I'm here.
Wonderful. We are very happy to have you here. Maybe continue with the general information about the international students here at Niris University.
Well, sure. As you know, Niris University is an international university which has many students from 124 countries. And these countries from the continents like Asia, Africa, especially Africa, we have many students, and Europe, Middle East, and America as well. And we have around 26,000 students, of which 22,000 students are registered at the vocational and undergraduate programs. And 4,000 students are registered in postgraduate program. So we are a huge international university, and I'm really proud of it.
Yes, that's a huge numbers, as you said, of international students, and we are very happy that we have such a mixed culture at our university on campus. Very interesting information and very nice information. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
One of the main information and the questions that we are receiving from our prospective students, from applicant, is the requirements of admission at Niris University. So maybe you can introduce the mainly requirements of undergraduate, graduate, and postgraduate studies.
Well, first, I should indicate that as online application unit of Niris University, we are taking applications through email for free of charge. So the applicants can directly contact us through email and even from WhatsApp, email, or Instagram account or Facebook. And we are providing the detailed information regarding the requirements, tuition fees, scholarship opportunities, accommodation details, and other details regarding the educational system of Nearest University. So for the admission process, we are following the decisions of the Ministry of Higher Education, and a new admission committee evaluates each application accordingly. So what are the main requirements for undergraduate applications are passport, high school certificate, and to be more specific, for example, for West African countries, we need WAEC and NICO certificates. For South Africa, we need GC. And for Middle East countries, they should send their general secondary school certificates. And for also Pakistani students, our Pakistani students, they need to send their higher secondary or intermediate certificates. And of course, the undergraduate application form. For the master applications requirements, the same things again, like passport and high school certificates, bachelor transcript, diploma, recommendation letters if they have, CV, and postgraduate application form, and which will be sent through email as well if they cannot access from the website. And for the PhD applications, the same requirements with master degree, and additionally, master transcript and master diploma, and abstract of the thesis, recommendation letters, and CV as well. And we will again send the application form to them.
Thank you so much. It's very useful information. Yes?
Sorry, can I add? And all students are asking like whether they will be accepted or not, or about the time of the evaluation process. They're asking. Well, for undergraduate applications, thanks to a new committee, and it will be resulted hopefully in 1 or 2 days. But for the master and PhD, it takes much more time than that. So once we get the actually documents, we are immediately responding to our students, so they will not be stressed whether we have received it or not. So we are just sending the documents for the evaluation, and after the evaluation is done, the applicants are informed through the email immediately.
Thank you so much. It's very consultative, and I believe it's very useful information, because it will save lots of time for the prospective students while looking information about the requirements and other information that they need. So the ones that just hear you out and maybe make some notes, that they will not need to look through the internet and one more time look for the requirements. Thank you so much for this useful information. As we know as well that, and as you mentioned before, Niris University offers scholarship opportunities for our students. So can you introduce the current scholarship admission at Niris University?
Well, first I want to talk about the undergraduate scholarships. We have different types of scholarships for undergraduate programs. For the undergraduate applications, 50% scholarship is being offered for each and every overseas applicants in almost every department, well, except in medicine and dentistry. And due to this COVID-19 outbreak, our university, of course, care about the applicant situation. So it also offers, it's valid for the fall term. By the way, and moreover, all undergraduate international students who apply directly to the university through online application unit, they will get 500 euro waiver. And
yes, I believe we got some technical issues with the internet connection. Just let us fix it, and we'll come back to you with Ms. Hayat to continue. just let me repeat and conclude what Ms. Hayat have represented to all of us. So Niris University offers 50% scholarship in almost all departments for all international students. So it's very nice and good support for the international students in regards that they are already coming to the new country, which might give them some financial challenges as well in regards to just daily life. So don't forget that you got this opportunity offered by Niris University. And also, as Ms. Hayat mentioned before, the documents that was mentioned is one of the mainly met certificates that university requires. Of course, committee evaluates all the documents provided and advise the students if there is something missing, and they should submit some other documents. So even you are not sure about your certificates, do not hesitate, just as Ms. Hayat said, to send the email to our online unit officers, and they will inform you all the detailed information that you may need, that maybe you don't know, and you will be guided with the prompt responses from Niris University online application unit. Continuing and waiting for Ms. Hayat to come back, then I will continue to give some general information that we already had before with our previous guest. So also Niris University at the moment offers scholarship for postgraduate admission for masters with thesis and PhD degrees. The students may receive up to 100% scholarship as the very good support, and that they could, it would be a great beneficial support for them to finance their studies. So the requirements Ms. Hayat already mentioned before for us. Also, I would like to add the information that Niris University has the opportunity for the students to apply to open and distance learning education. So for the ones especially who is working at their country and they would like to get the international education, it's very good opportunity without stopping their working career to get the education, international education. So we have social sciences programs provided for undergraduate, master and PhD programs such as marketing, economics, business administration. I believe this is very good opportunity, as I mentioned before, for the working people, also for the people who are not able to travel for some issues. So just one more time, the requirements would remain the same as Ms. Hayat mentioned before. Continuing with our Niris University family, I would like to one more time specify that for the students who are worrying about that they are coming from different country, from different cultures, so we have the huge number of students, international students. We have a big variety of cultures which have already been cooperated and very keen to communicate with each other, since we are having the big communities from other countries, the students communities. We are also having the associations for the students to guide, to be there for them, especially for the new students. I believe it's a very good chance not to get lost and to get the information that they needed. So to join the associations at our Niris University, which we have plenty of the number based on their speaking language. So we have French associations, French speaking association. We have the culture-based associations, country-based associations. So this is, I believe, very important things for our new students who are coming. As Ms. Hayat mentioned, they are feeling as the fish in the sea. They don't know what to do, what they can do. So our association at Niris University gives very nice support regards to information requirements being in the other country, and as well is the best opportunity for the students for their social life. So they are getting new friends, because not all the students having the opportunity to come with their friends to other countries. So it's the best opportunity for them to find the new friends. At the beginning, especially, I believe that they need someone that would understand them the best. So it would be the same culture, same person from the same country to guide them, to help them. So dear prospective students, keep it in mind that our university family is the big one, and it's waiting for you open-handed to be there for you, to give you support that you need. You can always visit Niris University International Student Office, which is very friendly and will give you all the information and guidance that you need. Speaking about the previous session that we have also with the dormitory manager here at Niris University, I would remind you one more time, just because I have the opportunity to do so. We have the dormitory on our campus, many different types of the rooms that is being offered for our students based on their needs, based on their necessity, based on their preferences, and of course for the financial issues that they might face, they might need. So there are variety of choices of the rooms at Niris University. We have also the huge number of cafeterias here on campus, so the students also can benefit from the meal package, which is being offered by Niris University, with choosing the choice of 1 or 3 times per day meal package. So they will not need also to worry about what they're gonna eat, which I believe is one of the main life necessity for the people, for every person. So keep it in mind as well. And also, as dormitory manager has mentioned, that we are organizing the trips in North Cyprus. Because the students, I believe, not all the students have opportunity of transportation to go from one point to the other point on the island. So our dormitory managers are also organizing the trips to see the main most famous parts, places at North Cyprus. So it's also very big and good opportunity for the students one more time to for their social life, or to get some friends, to get to know North Cyprus without being able, for example, some of them even are not yet having driving license. So it's the best opportunity for the students to join. So also keep it in mind for the ones who is already planning to come to our university. And I believe Ms. Hayat, as I see, is trying to connect with us. So hopefully we can see Ms. Hayat soon. Meanwhile, let me also to say that, as before, Ms. Shebnem on our Wednesday session has mentioned the challenges that the students may face. So one of the challenge, as our language is Turkish language here on North Cyprus, I believe this is very not so difficult challenge that it will not stay too long during their students' life. Because the Turkish language is very easy to learn. The other point I would like to add that since we have many international students, so on campus, even all the staff are speaking in English, and there will be no problems for the students to get information that they might look for. Also, North Cyprus is the country that is very popular between tourists. So in many places, you will find all the people, most of the people speaking international language, which is English, and there will be no problems for the students to communicate with other people outside the campus as well. Yes, I hope this information that I'm mentioning for you is useful, and I would like to add that as I'm mentioning the tips that we had in the previous sessions, one more time, you can see all this information and previous sessions with our departments, the lecturers and professors from the departments. You can find all those sessions on our Facebook page and as well as on our YouTube channel, Niris University. So just open our Facebook page or YouTube channel and you can find all the previous sessions. We had the great conversations with our professors who provide us lots of information, useful information, I believe, for the students, especially if you are thinking about one or the other department specifically, you are already having your decision made about which department you would like to go. So just see the topic and look through the session that is already uploaded on our pages on social media, and you will get lots of information, useful information. So then you will not need to waste your time looking through internet, because everything that you may need is already mentioned in those conversations. One more time, continue with benefits that you may get joining Niris University family is also our incredible campus. So not only that we have cafeterias, as I mentioned before, but we also have the Olympic pool, and we have the hospital itself, which is with the greatest new technologies and equipments. We have the professional doctors, international professional doctors from all over the world who is staying and currently working at our Niris University Hospital. So the students may get all their they may meet all their needs, even just staying on campus without going outside the campus. Ms. Hayat, welcome back. Nice to have you here.
I apologize for the technical issue, sorry.
No problem. That might happen in the virtual interactions, but eventually you are here, so we are happy to have you here. As I mentioned to our viewers already about the postgraduate opportunities and postgraduate scholarship opportunities, and as well as I'm just giving you fast tips about the open and distance learning education. So I would like you to the thing that I couldn't do is that I would like you to give your experience, as you mentioned that you were already the student of bachelor and master degree here at Niris University. So who else from our administrative staff in Niris University could know better the student life here in Cyprus or here in Niris University? So could you, from your experience, give us some information about the students' life here at Niris University? What students likes the most? How they are dealing with their daily life here?
Mm-hmm. Well, from my experience as a former student of NEU and as an international student representative, The student life at Niris University campus is actually quite accommodative and social because of multicultural diversity. And we have different associations for the different nationalities where the students can come together to meet to have new friends. I remember the first time I saw the different dances, tasted different foods from different countries when these associations arranged a meeting at the campus in my bachelor degree. And it was so exciting for me because it was the first time and different experience for me, actually. And I liked that socializing as a student. And I really also want to mention about the academic stuff. Mostly my undergraduate lecturers and professors were so friendly, so motivating and encouraging for the postgraduate studies for me. And actually, I would like to thank them, especially for one of my associate professor. I had to decide to continue to study in master degree at Neary. So I'm really proud. The last but the most, I can say that Neris University provides all-round on-campus facilities and opportunities, such as we have a ground library, which is open 7/24 hours. You can access a million sources. And we have dormitories and a swimming pool and sport tower. You can do your exercises after you register. And we have also museums, car museum, herbarium, and we have national and international banks, so the students can access their accounts easily. And traveling agency we have, so the students actually don't have to go outside of the campus to arrange a ticket. And we have also Nearest Hospital, which is the biggest hospital in Cyprus, in Turkish Republic of North Cyprus. And we have cafes, restaurants, and markets, and Günsel Car Factory as well. So basically, Nearest campus is a kind of small town for education.
That's very nice. I believe those facilities, such as swimming pool, the sport tower, is the great opportunity for the students, because as we see the tendency that people more and more are starting to care about their life, the health of their life. So it's the great opportunity for the students themselves, which sometimes people just missing motivation to go somewhere in other place. It might take time, especially during the speaking about the traffic and the weather. So we have everything here on campus. So I believe it's the great motivation for the students and easily reached within just a couple of minutes from if they are staying, for example, in the dormitory, right?
Sure, definitely. It's really a good way of motivation because they are far away from their countries, their families. So these kind of things can motivate them.
Very nice, very thoughtful, and continuing with some entertainment here on campus, which is very important for the students, not only the studying, but also to have their heads relax sometimes from the studying, which everyone knows that it's very important thing. So, what kind of events the students may attend on campus? What kind of events is being done on campus?
Well, let's start from the beginning of the year as a newcomer. For the newcomers, Nearest arranges a welcome party, so the fresh year students can attend and mingle. Also, again, for the newcomers, we arrange the tours to the historical places, such as Salamis or Karpas, and Ruta, and the Cyprus is rich for the historical places. Yes. So the students can experience the past by visiting those places. And for our Christian students, they can also visit the St. Barnabas Church, which is located in Famagusta. And inside of the campus, the student associations arrange special parties such as Pakistani nights, Nigerian nights, Palestinian nights, Jordan nights, Also on the International Cultural Day that I mentioned in the previous part, that I saw these different dances and foods. It was actually happened in the International Cultural Day. And at these kind of nights and days, they can show their national clothes, serve their national foods and dances. So they can interact each other with these kind of organizations, actually. And we have also social and cultural clubs, which are established and organized by students in according to their interest. And we have many clubs, student clubs, which is very encouraging and supporting. And if I mention each of all student clubs, we will be here until evening. But like we have like photography club, the tango club, mountain climbing club, volleyball club, table tennis club, and many more. I like this.
Nice. Yeah, as I mentioned also before to our viewers, we have the association based on cultures for the students. But thank you so much for the provided information about the clubs that is based on the activity. As you mentioned, mountain and climbing and dances clubs. So that's very nice, and clubs that gathers the students not based on their culture, but exactly opposite. It becoming the multicultural clubs, and the students having the opportunity to better opportunity to meet new people from different cultures, from different backgrounds, since it's also gathering the students, undergraduate, master and PhD students at the same time. That's very nice and very thoughtful by the university. It's very nice that we are having such a huge number of activities that is being provided to the students, so they would not only think that they've been in Cyprus and studying, but they had the great social life.
Of course, yes. This is the university life, actually. It should be like that for me.
Yes. Continuing about, as we are mentioning many times, the cultures, the difference between cultures. So could you introduce main cultural difference that the students may face once they come, so they could make their mind before they come and be ready about it?
Well, the main cultural differences are not too much big deal, as I think, because it depends on the adaptation and how fast you can adapt yourself in the new cultural environment. But of course, at the beginning of this adaptation, there will be some challenges. So first, I think the food in the Turkish Republic of North Cyprus and the language itself are the first things that the newcomers will face with. Well, as Cypriots, we love kebab and durum, which is a type of wraps, and generally we are eating it with ayran, which is made of yogurt. And I think it was the first time for most of the students that they see here. And I know one of my friends. It was the first time he tried, and he was shocked, but at the same time he liked it. And but the language, of course, the language itself, the way of speaking Turkish is also different here from Turkey as well. But I don't think that it will be too much challenging for the newcomers outside of the campus, because the majority of Turkish Republic of North Cyprus people knows how to speak in English, or even if they cannot speak like professional, but they can understand you while you are speaking in English and answer you in Turkish. So while you are communicating with people in English, you can also catch some words in Turkish as well. So it will be a good experience for that.
Yeah, if I may add, the Turkish Cypriots are people who is using the body language so much. That's from my experience. So I believe it's also, as we may call that, this is the country that has lots of tourists, and every day the people are facing the international students, meeting with international students, and also not only the students. So the people, the local people, already get used to that they might not understand the words, but they easily communicate with body language. So as you said,
Yeah, sure.
they might understand you what you are asking, but they would not be able to give you the answer in words, but they will definitely give you the answer in the body language.
Of course, yeah.
Yes, maybe may I ask you to add some other challenges that the students may face here in North Cyprus?
Well, I think the weather could be the language barrier, as I said, the transportation, the food, and the cultural differences. And as you know, Turkish Republic of North Cyprus is a Mediterranean island, which is very hot during summer, and the winters are rainy and sometimes windy. But I don't think that the weather in winter is not too much challenging as much as the hot weather in summer. So maybe some newcomers will feel that it's a kind of challenging. And of course, the transportation. Well, here in Cyprus, public transportation is not too much as it is in Turkey or somewhere else, because the majority of the people have their own cars and prefer to not use the transportation. Well, however, because of this, Neris University provides bus services free of charge from the campus to city center to Gönyeli to Kyrenia to Famagusta. But of course, the newcomers should be aware of the bus schedule to not miss it, because if they miss it, they should wait like the next bus, which is 1 hour later. And the food, as I said, the food itself could be challenging when you go to new country, even though you are in the same region. But you know, somehow as human, we want to try new tastes, and so the newcomers will not hesitate to try the new tastes of the food. And I'm sure that they will try first dürüm, and they will like it, I guess. And also the prices of the food, you know, it's not too much expensive and it's affordable for their pockets. And the
Thank you.
cultural differences.
It's very useful information, and I believe the student can already make their mind. But I believe also they already made their mind if they are planning to go to study somewhere else, not in their country. So that's the challenges, as you mentioned. They would not face only here. They would face in any other country that they would go. And I believe, as you have mentioned before, and I added to you, the Niris University family is very supportive, and all the facilities on campus is may meet almost all their necessities, all their daily needs. So it's very useful, and it's very thoughtful from the university to provide to our students. Thank you so much, Ms. Hayat. I would like to ask you one more time. Let's go back and speak about the community of the students. And I would like you to represent and describe the community of foreign students here at Niris University.
Well, you know, we have many different types of nationalities in here. Well, actually, most of them interact each other, but you know, they prefer sometimes, most of times, they prefer to get along with their groups of friends, because I think it depends on how comfortable they feel when they interact with others in their native languages. Like, for example, our Middle East students and African students prefer to be in their group because, you know, as a human, we prefer to speak in our native language. But you know, if you think that you came to the university, so you need you have new environment. So you can practice on new languages. So, and it's the best way to have a new group of friends. But half of the students prefer to be with different community, the group of friends, which are speaking in different languages, because they really like to learn from each other, from new cultures, from new languages. The half of them prefers to be in that group because it's so easy. Yeah, it's actually safe for them. It is comfortable for them to speak in their native language.
Yes, as we have spoken before with our previous guest, that's what exactly we are advising the students to do, is to go out from their comfort zone, because you
Yes.
are already international student. You came here to meet new culture, and you having studying here at Niris University, you have the best opportunity not only to meet one culture, one local culture. You have opportunity to meet lots of cultures. You have opportunity to even learn the other languages, not only Turkish. So
Yeah,
that's
sure.
what students should do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hayat. I would like to continue and little bit move on to concluding this our conversation by emphasizing from your side why Niris University, why students should choose Niris University.
Well, I will answer this question as a two stages. As a former student, it was so affordable for me and I was not paying my family. It was so affordable for my family during those times, and I was the lucky one who can apply for the scholarship like all nearest universities applicants. That's why I choose Nearest, because it was affordable and it provides scholarship opportunities. And back in 2014, I chose to study and complete my master degree because of that scholarship opportunity, actually. And as a representative, I can also add for this too, campus life, because the Nearest provides campus life with high standards, as we talked earlier. It's all around the campus, so it provides everything. Even for example, for our postgraduate students who are married and they should travel with their children, Neris also offers kindergarten, preschool, primary school, high school. So these students are not to be worried about their children's education as well, because they can be sure that their children will also take education with high standards. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's very consultative information that you have provided to us. I would like to add one question that we have one out of few questions that we have from our viewers at the moment. So there is a question where we are being asked: is there 100% scholarship for master specified in nursing? So maybe Ms. Hayat, can you give some little bit information? As I said, I already give some basic information about postgraduate scholarship admission, but maybe you can give some little bit more specified information one more time about the requirements, about the scholarship opportunities for our postgraduate applicants, and as well based on what the scholarship are being granted to our applicants.
Well, of course, there are huge scholarship opportunities for the postgraduate studies, master and PhD programs, for all postgraduate programs. And the applicants can apply through email. The email address is scholar@nu.edu.tr, and they can apply till 1st of September at 5 o'clock. And 100 percentage, 90, 75, 60, 50, and 35 and 25 percentage scholarships will be given for all masters and PhD programs. Well, after they apply, again, we will send the documents to committee. And if they apply now, one month later, during 1 month process, they will be able to know the results, and hopefully they will get good. How the scholarship percentages are given? Well, mainly the CGPA of the students, of course. And Yeah, and they can really contact us through email even right now, and we will respond them in 24 working hours, and we'll be
Thank you.
happy to guide them.
Thank you so much. That's a very good information. Hopefully, we have answered the question to our viewers as they have asked us. So, for concluding our conversation, it was lovely conversation. But one more time, I would like to ask you to share and give some words about the advices for our new prospective students, for our newcomers from overseas. So one more time, can you share, because I believe you are having the experience as the student, as the former student of Niris University, and as you are facing and dealing with students' issues every day as the administrative staff here at Niris University. So can you give us some advices that you would that you would like to our viewers to hear?
Oh, of course. Well, I can give 3 words of advice: documentation, orientation, adaptation, and experience. Well, documentation is so important for the newcomers. They should be well prepared for their documentation before traveling. Because, as it's also indicated, their acceptance letters, the original academic documents such as diplomas and transcripts are required for the registration and also for traveling process. So if they don't want to face any problem in airport, they should always keep their original documents with them. And also for our African students, they are required to show the evidence of their yellow fever and typhoid vaccination cards while traveling as well. And as online unit office admission officer, I'm really happy to say that the newcomers should not also worry about the transportation from Ercan to campus, because NEU provides free of charge transportation for the newcomers. The only thing they should do is before 3 days of traveling, they should send their acceptance letters, flight tickets, and passport. So we'll be glad to help them as well. And for the orientation and adaptation, as I said earlier, the fast orientation and adaptation will be so much helpful for them, because if they feel that they cannot be adapted to the environment, they will not be able to be happy in any country, not just Cyprus. And experience, like for me personally, the university means experience. So the newcomers should not be scared to be open for new cultures, languages, and experiences with new people and new ideas. While they're achieving their educational goals, they should be also socialized, as a personally I'm saying.
Exactly.
And they should not be afraid of living the university life, because, after they graduate and when they look at the past, they will only remember how much happy they felt when they were student at, especially in another country.
That's the great advices that you have shared with us. Thank you so much, Ms. Hayat. It was lovely and very thoughtful, consultative conversation with you, full of information, very good information for our prospective students. So that would give the answers to many of their questions that is going on at the moment in their heads. I believe it helped them. Thank you so much one more time. Thank you for joining us. And I would like to ask you to give some last words for today's session.
Thank you, Ruta. Well, as a conclusion, and without hesitation, of course, I can clearly say that Nearest provides nothing but the best for its students, from the social life to learning environment. On regards to that, as online unit office, we are making face-to-face Zoom webinars carried out every week, and through online Zoom programs with the prospective students, where we are answering their questions and overcome their fears. And also their families can attend for these live Zoom meetings. So also their families should not be worried about anything related with the university, related with the environment. So I would like to also invite our viewers to contact us through email to get information how to attend to these meetings. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's such a consultative and great thoughts and supports from Niris University and Online Application Unit. Thank you so much, Ms. Hayat, once more for joining us here today. It was my great pleasure to have this conversation with you.
The pleasure was mine.
One more time, all our viewers, it was Ms. Hayat Laçin, the representative of International Student Office. Thank you so much and see you soon.
See you soon.
Thanks one more time for joining us here, and don't forget, as I mentioned already before, you can find all the previous sessions history, which is very informative and consultative, on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page. Don't forget, as we mentioned also, that there is a great opportunity for you to apply for Niris University granted scholarships, so don't miss this opportunity. And hopefully, I hope that you enjoyed this conversation and all the previous. I would like to say that it's the end of this term of Let's Be Connected. Of course, we will be connected with you. Just we're gonna give a little pause of this for our prospective students and to their also their families, because I believe it's also giving lots of information and give some relax on the minds for the parents who are also very worried about the future of their children. So we're gonna just give the short pause of our Let's Be Connected project, and we're gonna keep you updated with our new coming events. So just don't miss it. Be connected, and see you very soon with new events at Niris University. Thank you and bye-bye.